Hello, welcome. Fiifi Manfred Suni Ewazi. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching as well as on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Someone subscribe to the channel now. Pause the video and subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. And very imperative. Pass over subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. In the notification turning on, making sure so be choose all we are. Make sure say, of course, one of my so at Fiifi Manfred and can you show the link to all the groups that you are in. Of course, last weekend, huge one. Our betting seniors, of course, here invested here. On Sunday, you won the 20 odd. I had a brown on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. It be more for me catch him say, almost allow cash out at some point in time. Inter game no coach, but then again, like we do say, you don't have to cash out. Just calm down. A big game say a go show Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Yeah, to the various Fiifi Manfred groups name on WhatsApp channel, Fiifi Manfred special betting group on Facebook. Of course, it's stick and stays open, sir. Or it's in corners open games no bet or some quality. I see after so we enjoy analysis. Yes, I'm out the best. And every time I live on my social media handles thing also Fiifi Manfred or Twitter, Fiifi Manfred or Facebook, Fiifi Manfred or TikTok and Snapchat and hanging and the links is sent to me on WhatsApp. So the Fiifi Manfred WhatsApp channel, just search it up, Fiifi Manfred WhatsApp channel. You will find it. No, I join it. They be the group, the games that to my mouth, and then you may I will work on the Champions League games. Because we'll put them through 5 odd. No, look out for that 7 odd. No, look out for that, and of course the big odd every day. Just 3 odds and 3 separate codes and every two. I'm telling you now, some of them a huge opportunity, some a less risk. And then, of course, you make sure so big be I was on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Like I said, in a year, Chelsea near. See, on top of the English Premier League, with respect to top 4 conversations now, Chelsea will be in my maintenance year. I don't know. Say Chelsea maybe or one before the season never start now. Now I am very confident. Say we will go into match with 10, 2 months, 2 weeks in the English Premier League. Chelsea will feature strongly in the top 4, and in that conversation, Chelsea is probably going to be part of the top 4, or yet equal on point on Arsenal team, especially given the other preseason results they corner. And a lot of the fans ain't too confident about Chelsea. But see, to be very honest, this is essentially how football fandom is here. For a lot of the people, one moment, oh, your team ain't good enough. Maybe you bet maybe 10-4 baby, 8-0 baby. Then at some point in time, Chelsea are 4th and Chelsea fans are not happy. Chelsea fans like energy, especially because now against Manchester United, and they did not get the win against the Manchester United team. Yes, obviously, we need to say they are struggling. Eric Ten Hag, but psychologically, it was a very difficult game. And again, if you watch the reaction on the game or hand on also about it 2 videos ago, I was frustrated as a Chelsea fan. But once you get into your analytical element, you get to understand and put certain things on a scale and then analyze and see that okay, because of this, because of that, because of Sadio waiting, I think that Chelsea are in a good place. For the purpose of content, I think that there are a lot of positives. Niema bebre wo hono me say Enzo Maresca it's me here. No tweaking, no say sound about the team. No. Senebeya, you will get results. Senebeya, the team can grow better. Senebeya, the team can grow from strength to strength. Because me can say the biggest issue going into the Manchester United game and they say Chelsea Aircraft away at Old Trafford. When they can go fear against Man City, about away at Anfield. In both games, even people who are not Chelsea fans, they consider it's a Chelsea bobo. But they didn't do enough to win. Omen team winning match. And then the problem was that my whole message BCC and I've just seen on my phone there will be a reply. I'm sure to some of the betting groups. I watch your boss. Love you so much. Of course, guys. Again, I love you guys, and I'm very grateful. Say consistently, Boba say, I'm more enjoying analysis. I do it for you. Trust me. Sometimes editing, I get too tired. The inspiration to even sit up and then bring up the content, it's tiresome. The mental drain sometimes tiresome, but then trust me, because of people like this, I must send you a message. I will say, boss, God, I love you so much. And then the handle, no, hey, Samuel Luther Boahine. I said, boss, I love you so much. Thank you very much, Samuel Luther Boahine. I just saw the message in articles. So I was talking about the fact that whatever Chelsea have been through, now a lot of Chelsea fans did not believe that Chelsea will get here. But here we are in the season now Chelsea seems to be getting results and people are saying, oh, and enough. The truth of the matter is that Enzo Maresca is a top coach. And I think that in his first 10 games in the Premier League, he has proven to everybody, very adaptable, very, very solid manager. He understands exactly what he needs on his team. And away from that, the communication skills are one of the best. And I think that could be Enzo Maresca after the game, and that me very much enthused about, after some ball game, you don't be sad about the temperament of the team, no? And like I was saying, in a game with Manchester United, that's what you to Man City, against Liverpool, and you still lose to Manchester United. Now the conversation and the rhetoric is going to be that almost everybody can bully Chelsea because Argentina consistently lose. So it was important for Chelsea to find a way to get a win. One of the things that was also very, very imperative and is all through last season, Chelsea, it was always difficult for Chelsea to play in games that constantly, then they come back to come and react and get the equalizer and maybe end up winning. And like I was giving an example, Nottingham Forest have seen same, Newcastle had seen same, O'Shea game with Manchester United had seen same against Liverpool away at Anfield, equalizing and coming back into the game. It was very, very important, and I think that you give a lot of credit to the team to have grown in that regard. A reaction, I mean, the only year after the game, the only after conceding, how they quickly want to respond and get results. I mean, Moiskai said, okay, after the game, said, if you look at how on that game, it would have been more difficult for Chelsea to get a win if the United had held on to the goal advantage for a longer period. So it was needed for them to get a reaction and then get an equalizer. I'm thinking that Chelsea had enough to have won that game against Manchester United, especially giving the chance to before Branche Fernandez. I think that again we are Chelsea here. There are a lot of positives than there are negatives. And then UTA players, Romeo Lavia for one, said Oko onto in the Twitter, I said Romeo Lavia as a player, he wanted a win. And any pass or free Old Trafford, win they have to manage with just a draw. And this is what Romeo Lavia can say, very frustrated not to bring the 3 points Blues. See you next weekend. And Oshe, there is a video on Romeo Lavia after the game on Enzo Hernandez, Enzo Maresca. You could tell that he was visibly frustrated. Say Enzo Maresca uniform. But again, you can understand his minutes have to be managed very, very well. Senegal onside con Kupra, never to the Embre Chelsea. And then looking at how good they are. Of course, Wesley Fofana, Ekasa say we have a new coach who arrives with a different philosophy. We have goals, which is to win something this season and to finish top 3 of the Premier League. I think we have the capacity to do it. Talking to Telefoot this weekend, and again, Wesley Fofana saying about injuries. But those injuries that hurt me a lot. To be back is a huge joy. They taught me a lesson in life to be ready and to be hard. This allowed me to realize that I had strength of character and that despite all the hard knocks, you have to get back in life. Always smiling despite the hard knocks. We have to move forward. Levi Cole, like I said, I know about the performance of Moises Caicedo. Somebody that stands now almost will be a to me saying, in the world, one of the best midfielders that you can get. Branch FN Moises Caicedo, solid on and off the ball, excellent player in every regard. So, we have total dominance in every phase of player. Makani several times say, even most of the times, he is undirected with his on-the-ball abilities now. But you're top-notch in that regard. He gives you a lot of control. This season, he is now playing in his favorite position, box to box, going up and down the field of play, winning the ball high up, helping in build up, creating chances now. Very, very important. And our branch friend Levi Cole spoke about him. Levi Cole said, Moy is an amazing player. We have got so many of that. And when you are struggling in a game and when you are not scoring, they put out the magic. We have been behind already this season. And we know we have got to react fast. We know we are a good team. We believe we are going to create more chances, score no matter what time of the game it is. And it happened yesterday. Like I called him, I'm a bit frustrated because we went into the game to get 3 points, which we didn't. It's always frustrating when you don't win the game. I thought we played good. played good stuff and created good chances that on another day we might take. The finishing touch was missing yesterday, but I wouldn't say it's been missing this season. I think we have adapted to the season really well. We played some good stuff yesterday, starting from the back and building up. Obviously, they knew how to stop us from watching our previous game, but we adapted to that too, which is very, very good. And I think that was a good one. And you could tell Manchester United had watched these games on how to stop them from playing through them, on how to really, really hurt them. And it's none of the United decided not to press, and that was an excellent game plan from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Planning, say, on press it, and then he was going to cede possession to Chelsea, and then wait for the moment. And so, I'm turn the ball over, then they'll go long to Alejandro Garnacho, and also Branty and my friend Marcus Rashford. Rashford in a chance at the death of the first half for the Bobo or the Baba. Then the two of them fell to Alejandro Garnacho, who could not do enough on him. So Manchester United really did prepare for this game. I think that there's also a lot of credit to Chelsea team, and how they play. They seem to have an excellent game plan going into it. Like I was saying Chelsea maybe said this season ever started, Chelsea were going to be in the position that they were in. But and then Chelsea could do, and people are asking questions. People are now saying, say Oshe baby Enzo Fernandez, Oshe Moisca said, Nacho Romeo Lavia. Yes, the balance Enzo Maresca can want a more defensive balance. People are saying there are people of the school of thought that Enzo Maresca should rather prioritize the attacking balance and then play Enzo Fernandez, and then either invert Abrante Fernandez James or Marco Correa, then push Enzo Fernandez into the left half space, then Kupama into the right half space, keep the weight in the Noni Madueke, any Abrante, your friend, Pedro Neto, or even Abrante Fernandez, Mihailo Modric, or Jadon Sancho, then Nicolas Jackson up top. People are consistently also saying, say, if you look at how good Chelsea are playing now, there may be a very little issue in terms of tactically. Will be the underlapping runs and sometimes the CMs there, and of course, so Obo Romeo Lavia and Moise Caicedo. Now Caicedo can be doing those underlapping runs now, can be doing the box to box job, because you see Caicedo a lot of box to box are they going up top to go and press, sitting back to help in build up, and then having a lot of legs and covering ground. I think that Moise Caicedo is doing that job excellently well, and that's where a lot of people believe that Chelsea can grow up and then gets better. Like I said, on the English Premier League table, obviously, clear set team and friendly Arsenal and Chelsea the same point. Arsenal, LSU 2 games on a bounce. Call away to Newcastle the last time. Drop a point. Lose 1-0 against Newcastle side at Chelsea. So obviously, back this weekend to come and play against Chelsea in a very, very difficult game. And Chelsea phoning him say Arsenal and easy last season. They 2-2 at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea they can share goals now, almost leading from that Mihailo Modric excellent goal share from the wide areas now. And our team, my friend Arsenal Babete, and it's going to set the tone for that big one at Stamford Bridge. Next weekend before the international break, where at Chelsea, can Chelsea really turn it around? Can Chelsea go at Stamford Bridge game and then get results against Arsenal? And not going to be an easy game, but I think that with what Chelsea have shown this season from Enzo Maresca and the Mantiano, the kind of football that they've played on and off the field of play, how important they have been in dictating the pace of games now. I think that they have done solidly well, and it can go on and then get a lot of results. We'll wait to see how a Chelsea form will cope. Like I did mention, and then there have been a lot of conversation from Real Madrid, Cortes, and Carlo Ancelotti have been speaking about Nyame Adomochina games from Carlo Ancelotti. He spoke about the Ballon d'Or, spoke about Vinicius Junior. Carlos Ancelotti, a very, very funny coach. There is the Champions League conversation here. Real Madrid squad team dinner last Friday. The focus is to stay united and wait till they can get a tune. Of course, this weekend, team and friend FC Barcelona a 3-1 against our local rivals in Espanyol, and be a league by 9 points, making it almost difficult for team and friend Real Madrid to go on and get results and then also close in the Spanish La Liga. I mean, team, your friend Real Madrid, can they close in on team and friend in Barcelona? And I think there's just a matter of time. Of course, Carlo Ancelotti, and then the interview, we didn't come up with a lot of intensive training. Rodrigo Goes back into the Champions League. In team now, Real Madrid, Herbert Nefi, Eliabo team, your friend AC Milan. Carlo Ancelotti spoke about game number. Ancelotti said, we have never had a clear identity and we never want to have one. We have to try and adapt our game to the characteristics of players we have and slowly find our best version. That's what he's saying. Madrid able a lot of games where they struggle. Sometimes only are the best because new players are. And on as Madrid coach here, on here again so in a particular way, one way, so teams can just look at them and then prepare easily for them. On Pesari, or a lot of adaptation work. Or adapted to the opponent, or adapted to the new players on Benya, or adapted to gameplay, week in, week out, anytime that they are playing games now, because he believes it's a very, very important thing to do whilst he's preparing Nitino, IFN Real Madrid, and it's the lead up to some big one. Because Nyami had much at the Estadio Santiago de Bernabeu. Of course, Lucas Vasquez was there as the player or representing in the pre-match press conference on Bisan about his role as replacing Danny Carvajal, both as captain and also Elbow as fullback, and that's what Lucas Vasquez said. I have to play more now. I gave my best. I need to help the team at the best way that I can. Lucas Vasquez said, we are very sad. We have to support the affected people. Talking about what happened in Valencia. Lucas Vasquez, I have asked not to play tomorrow. This is a difficult moment. We are professionals. We do what we have to do, even if we don't want to do. And Lucas Vasquez, because Onufri, Valencia area, he was asked about the flat in Valencia. On Bisa, Carlo Ancelotti about Vinicius Jr. and the Ballon d'Or. Carlo Ancelotti said, it's sad not because of the Ballon d'Or. He is sad because of what happened in Valencia. I don't agree. Said that's the reason why Vinicius Jr. is sad. I'm very, very clear. I know for sure. Said Vinicius Jr. is unhappy because of what happened in all of the near course at the Ballon d'Or. He thought he was winning the Ballon d'Or, and he's sad. But I think congratulations to Rodri. Like I did say, it's time for Vinicius Jr. to get back and remind the world the kind of things that he's known to do, the quality on the field of play, how he single-handedly can win games, single-handedly can turn games around for himself. No, I think a very, very important thing to the Carlo Ancelotti said Vinicius and the Ballon d'Or, he's fine. He trained very well this week. Talking about Vinicius Ababak, our training. Carlo Ancelotti said, my thoughts and prayers go to those who are affected by this tragedy. I cannot believe this happened in 2024. I thought we had all resources to detect something like this, especially in a country like Spain. Ancelotti, this week has been difficult, but not because of what happened during the Ballon d'Or. Congratulations to who won it. Carlo Ancelotti, congratulations whoever won the Ballon d'Or. Madrid, our big game. Nyami Adama, Ochina against Tima. Your friend AC Milan in the Champions League. Big game. And also in the Champions League, and Madrid need to find ways to get back to winning ways. Mind you, Paulo Fonseca, Madrid team, Paulo Fonseca, AC Milan team, any easy team like that, it's always difficult for such a game to go on or the Champions League game. And this is the reason it's here. UEFA for Ayo Margin Sombebo, the league phase of the Champions, it's been a lot of big games. Ashe, Nyamiad Mochana Tima, Madrid, they call it Ayo Lunen. As part of the goalkeeper Sergio Mestre, Militao, Vasquez, Valero, Fran Garcia, Rudiger, Fola Mendy, Bellingham, Camavinga, Valverde, Modric, Tchouaméni, Arda Güler, Dani Ceballos, Vinicius Jr., Mbappé, Rodrigo, Endrick, and Ibrahim Diaz, and a Madrid team, and Nyamiad Mochina, Omoye in camp to go and play in that big one against Tima, your friend AC Milan, of course, Manchester City, our big game, Nyamiad this week against FC Lisbon, Sporting Club de Lisbon, Ruben Amorim against Tima, against coach and friend Josep Guardiola. Then there's going to be team and friend Barcelona, also huge game over the weekend, almost like I did tell you. And of course, excellent display from Dani Olmo. I think the Barca pivot of Marc Casado, any Abrantia, your friend Pedri, Gonzalez, not there. It is all sorted out for both players. Say Obenya Abrantia, Pedri Gonzalez, and Abrantia friend Marc Casado. I won't think you want to control the game, it dictates the pace of the game. No, I'm imposing myself in games now. I think it's a huge advantage to Tima, your friend FC Barcelona, and that's what Barca gets in now. And I think it gives them the base for players to say Dani Olmo to go and get a job done. And just like Chelsea, it's same for FC Barcelona. They started season, and Kubica said Barca is going to be top of the Spanish La Liga with 9 points difference between Olmo and Real Madrid. And then they're going to be one of the best teams or Champions League in the knockouts in the league phase now. Maybe that person wouldn't have agreed, but then here they are Barca for them air control games, they dictate the pace of games. You're resolute on and out of possession. You're some of the best teams. And now look at Abrante Fen, Rafinha, Walla Lewandowski, Enyago, Abrante Fen, Lamine Yamal, and now Enyago. Look at that pass from Casado, fanning Abrante Fen, Rafinha, and then getting an important goal. And of course, Daniel, when I told a lot of Barca fans at the beginning of this season, say Adebayo very, very huge with Abrante Fen, Daniel, how effective he is in front of post. Daniel, and say chance, baby. Will do any more. If the chance falls to him, definitely Daniel Mo is going to turn it in, and he's part of those players that every the Barca Academy called La Masia. Barca are there getting results, playing very well, having a very, very good time as the season goes on, and it's going to be difficult for them. I did say this morning, and I want to say top of the table is where this club belongs, nothing else. And this is from Abantia, your friend of Mohamed Salah, still. And now, beside coach, a friend Annie Slot about the contract extension of Trent Alexander-Arnold that possibly married for a channel. Same for Mohamed Salah. Maybe he may leave Liverpool to go to Saudi Arabia, and then same for Virgil van Dijk. And I'll say negotiations are ongoing for all of these players. He is very, very clear. Says our players with a contract extension, and Salah after the game against Brighton or Shego or Como at 8th position of the top 10 highest scorers history in the English Premier League, higher than every African in the history of the competition. Just about 11 goals away from Abrantia, your friend Thierry Henry, it tells you, say Abrantia, your friend Mohamed Salah is getting to the very top, and say he wants to stay at team friend Real Madrid. And now Chelsea nearly had an injury scare in Abrantia, friend Cole Palmer issues now, of course, now stamping Abrantia friend Leandro Martinez, Abrantia friend Cole Palmer, Chelsea and paying Echo Koye scan. I almost say Abrantia friend Cole Palmer, Cole Palmer, and the scan no results are expected to come very, very soon. By the close of the day, Chelsea would know exactly what the update is with Abrantia friend Cole Palmer. But the issue is that Chelsea don't want to lose Abrantia friend Cole Palmer, and Chelsea believes a red card on Abrantia, your friend Leandro Martinez, because now a very, very dangerous tackle on Abrantia friend Cole Palmer. Chelsea a chain, Chelsea a bumpire, Abrantia friend Cole Palmer, and Kupra, or na affected Chelsea Football Club, subsequent games. Chelsea this week, our game against Noah in the Conference League, and of course, after that, there is going to be that one against Tima, your friend of Arsenal, also coming up in the English Premier League. A very, very, very important game. I also honor, and we wait to see how that is going to pan out. Or Ibu Konate are returning to team training after the issues with Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool also keep working on the new deal for Abrantia, your friend Ibrahim Akonate, very, very important player for team, your friend of Liverpool. Wait to see how that one is going to go on in there. An important one across all fields for the players for Liverpool. These are important updates, and I'm Hasi on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Obviously, there's going to be that big preview of the Champions League. They are going to be the bet codes that's going to be thrown on in there, so don't miss it. I was on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. We'll win a bet on Wednesday. We'll win a bet into. Don't go away. Just stick to it. Stake it. Make sure you stick big also, because you have a very high chance. So by the time I enjoy analysis now win a baby into a bottom, which is very, very important. I was say on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube, of course. I think that this is where we will draw the curtain. I was on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Of course, Abrantia, your friend. I just saw something about Robert Sanchez. Because the Chelsea retain full belief in Robert Sanchez's talent. The feeling within the club is that Sanchez has all the ingredients to be one of the best goalkeepers in the English Premier League, and they want to be patient. And Obiara replies that he is 27 in 14 days. Literally saying that Robert Sanchez, Onyakra, and Chelsea to try and get the best out of him as stands. And yes, there are going to be issues over the 5 teams with Arsenal, with 5 teams Champions League, and Arsenal. Chelsea looking at qualifying for the Champions League very, very soon. In there, Chelsea, Sonia Bompasta, we need the very first coach already first 5 games for Chelsea on Lusu Bakokram and wait to see how all of those ones are going to go on. Ruben Amorim has spoken about that big game opening team, my friend in Manchester City. Embe Bonny has spoken about it on the pre-match analysis name. In the next few hours, you'll be back. We'll bring you all the analysis now. I see on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. In the notification turning, do choose all. Until then, we'll see you